Good morning. It's a beautiful winter day. It's around -1 Celsius. The sun was out a few minutes ago and it's sort of tucked behind the clouds. The video I want to do today is on snow loads and ice dams on your roof. So here we have my cabin. And of course this applies for your cabin, your house, your cottage, your garage. But basically, if you get too much weight on your roof, well, it's not good. So, I don't have much snow up there, but I'm going to take it off anyways because we're expecting snow tomorrow. Now, as far as an ice dam goes, if you look really close, oh, that's far away. If you look really close, you can see a little bit of ice right there along the top forming. I'm going to clear the snow off a little bit, then you can have a closer look. Okay, so I've cleared a little bit of snow off the roof. I've basically used my roof rake here. These are an amazing tool to have. It's telescopic, allows you to stay on the ground, unless of course you've got a high roof. And it just makes it so much easier, safer, and faster. Okay, let's go up here on the ladder. Take a look, see what's going on up here. Okay. Now you see all this ice. See all this ice here. All this ice building up. Because I haven't been out in a couple of days and taking the snow off the roof. Now, I'm going to explain to you, you don't have to take the snow off the roof all the time. I'm going to explain to you what's happening here. Okay, let's go up a little higher. Ladder's a bit slippery. Oh, this is not a step on. I hate standing on that. Okay, here I am up top now. And there's the roof. Okay, here I've got an ice dam forming. Now you say, why an ice dam? Okay, what's happening is I used to think that people had all these icicles hanging from their house because they had no insulation. And that, of course, everything's heating up, the snow's melting, and it causes this ice dam. Now, here's the thing. It's not necessarily because there's no insulation. It's maybe because they've got too much heat going on in the house, which is the case with me. I've got a wood stove, and I keep the place warm. And of course, it's sort of like almost like a cathedral ceiling inside, which means, just climbing down this ladder now, which means the heat goes up to the peak of the house, and then it gets hot, and it's got nowhere to go. So, I do have lots of insulation, but even saying that, I still get icicles along the edge. So here's the thing. You don't necessarily need to take all the snow off the roof. If you haven't got a lot of weight on the roof, then the snow's fine. But here's what happens. Because of the heat, the snow melts, runs to the edge of the roof. And because there's snow along the edge of the roof, it builds an ice dam. That ice dam will back up and your roof will leak. However, if you have a steel roof like I have, then it's not an issue. I still like to get rid of the ice dam because if you don't, when the roof heats up from the sun and the wood stove inside, that ice dam will start to slide. And when those chunks of ice fall off the roof, they hurt. So, an ice dam isn't really a huge issue for me. Now, if you've got an old roof, if you've got an old shingle roof, then that water will back up and find a way to get around those shingles and your roof will leak. Multiple times people's roofs have leaked, especially down near the eaves trough, down near the bottom because of the ice dam. So, if there's not a lot of snow on that roof, you don't necessarily need to pull all the snow off. Pull off a foot of snow all around the edge. If you pull off a foot of snow all the way around the edge, then as that snow melts and it runs to the edge, it'll just form icicles and hang down. And you may still get some sort of an ice dam, but it won't be as severe as what it would be if you left that snow up there. See, now when you look here, right there, I got a couple inches of ice all along the edge. And that's because, like I say, I didn't clear the snow. Now yesterday, or the day before, I cleared some snow off the back of the house. Let's take a look, see what's going on over here. See, there's a little tiny bit of an ice dam there. Hardly anything though. Because I cleared the snow. When I cleared the snow higher up melted, started running down the roof, and then it just dripped off and it was gone. So the conclusion of all this is don't necessarily clear all the snow off the roof if you haven't got a lot of snow up there. Clear the edge. See, right here, if you look, I got a huge ice dam. That's thick. See that ice dam? See how thick that is? If I don't keep the snow cleared for the first couple of feet, that ice dam will get thicker and thicker and thicker. And you know what happens? The eave trough guys like that, because in the spring, everybody's eave trough gets ripped off their house. So in the fall, make sure your eave trough's on nice and tight. And like I say, buy yourself a roof rake. Roof rake makes it so much safer to keep that roof clear. Without a roof rake, you're climbing up there, you got your son up there, you got your grandson up there. You've seen the YouTube videos, you've seen people sliding off the roof. Whatever you got to do, avoid going up on that roof. See, like, look at this eave trough here. There's hardly any ice in there at all. That's because I cleared this part of the roof. Had I gone and cleared the other part of the roof over here, then I'd have the same thing over here as I got over there. But I don't. I got all this ice. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start being a little bit more diligent, clearing that first foot or two of snow. And then, of course, as it melts, runs down, it'll drip off the edge, it'll be gone. And this ice dam, the sun will take care of that. If we get sun. Like I say, this is still December, so, and it is actually going to be 1 or 2 degrees Celsius today, so I might get a little bit of melting. So there's your video for today. Take care of your roof, and your roof will take care of you. Nothing worse than, and I had it years ago. I had an old house, beat up old house, and then on the edge of the roof, the water was running in the house, and I'd be out there at 10 o'clock at night because everything's starting to freeze, but it hadn't fully froze yet, so the water's backing up and the water's running in right along the eave trough inside the house. So you don't want that to happen. So take care of it. It's a lot easier to maintain a property than it is to sit there and be out there at 10 o'clock at night in the freezing cold trying to clear the snow off the roof. I was out there with a hammer, hammering the ice. I had an ice dam, and the water was backing up, and I was hammering it a way to get rid of that ice so that I'd be okay. And then once I realized if I can clear a couple feet back, I don't have that problem anymore. So you take care of your roof, and your roof will take care of you. Have a great day.